Hey guys, how are you all? Hope so you all are doing well. So let's start the story without any further conversation. Yoongi come in the Yoongi come in the living room. Yoongi Sana, I am saying you again, stay from me. Don't do this. If you again do this, I don't think twice to you out from the house. He said in his voice, Yoongi. Understand? Sana just nodded and she sit on the living room. On the side, she sit in the living room on the side. Old lady come, old lady, you come son. She gave him the glass of water. Yoongi, where is Jimin? Old lady. He is in the terrace. He said he want to take some fresh air. Yoongi, he come out from the room. Old lady, yes. I gave him also. I take him. I said him take the rest, but he said no. Yoongi, I talked with him. Sana Yoongi, we don't talk about business for once, she said. And Yoongi see her. Yoongi, you come office tomorrow. I don't do office work at home, Sana, but Jimin again sit on the chair is not leaving him. How can they are again together? Jimin is the one who go. If Yoongi do wrong with him, then he also go. He is thinking this when Yoongi come. Jimin see him. He about to stand up. Yoongi, don't sit here peacefully. Don't sit here peacefully, he said, and Jimin listen him. Yoongi sit in front of him on the chair. Both are silent. No one know what they said. Now they are not like this before. Jimin about to take the glass of water. Yoongi also. Both stop and look at each other and then stop. Yoongi see him. See, he give him the glass of water. Jimin thanks. Yoongi, no problem. Again silence. Jimin take the sip of water and he start. Yoongi, you okay? He's Jimin nodded. Yoongi, be careful. Jimin see him and Yoongi sit. Jimin, you don't take your but you have to take your man. If you don't, how can you? Jimin, I will like this. Yoongi, but Jimin, I want to go back. Yoongi, where? Jimin, I go back in my uncle's house. Yoongi, stand up. Yoongi, I do this in past, but not now. He said, and Jimin see him. Jimin, but it's night time. Yoongi sit on the couch and doing some work on his laptop. Jimin sit on the bed. He know. He know Yoongi sleep on the couch. He is seeing him and remember something. In past, Jimin see Yoongi and sign. He go and take his laptop from him. Yoongi Mini, don't do this. Jimin always work, work, work. Don't you feel Yoongi? He said, and Yoongi sign as no. Yoongi, no, I don't. Now give me my laptop back. Jimin, no. Let's watch movie. Yoongi movie? No. Jimin, you again watch. You again said we watch. Jimin saw, this is my favorite movie. You know. Yoongi, we watch some other. Jimin, no. I watch this and you watch with me. It's final, he said. And who is Yoongi to such no? And they start to watch the movie. Jimin is enjoying the movie when he sees Yoongi already. sleep. He sleep. He places his laptop on the side. Both sleep peacefully present. Jimin eyes turn to remember this. When they are not together, he remembered the memories. It's good, but now they are together. Still, he remembered the memories. Yoongi looked up. He see Jimin, and then the laptop. He signed and placed on the side. He lay on the bed. He lay on the couch, and Jimin see him. Jimin is lost in the memories, and Yoongi is showing him. Jimin looked at him. Both looked at each other for some times and then looked into another side. Why the situation is like this, huh? The situation is literally both of them. Right now, like this, the nights pass and finally the day comes. Jimin come in the kitchen. Old lady see him and smile. Old lady, son, you are here. Jimin, I don't know. I don't know what I do, so I come here. Old lady, you did right. Tell me you want something to eat. Jimin sign as no. Jimin no. What you are making? What you are making? Old lady, I am making dinner. Jimin dinner. Can I help you? Old lady, no, no, don't. Huh? Jimin, but why, old lady? You still need rest, son. Jimin, I am fine, granny. Let me help you, please. He said cutely, and she smiled. She nodded, and Sana comes. Sana, so Jimin, I am going. Jimin go, I mean, okay, have a great journey. He said, and she smiled, and she go. Jimin, she got that much early, old lady. I don't know. She no, Yoongi said no. She said she is here for business. I don't see her doing some work. She said, and Jimin also. Hmm. The caller ID and attend the call. Jimin, hello. Hello, are you parked, Jimin? Jimin, yes, I am. You have to come here on place. Your best friend is here. He want to meet you. Jimin, if my best friend want to meet me, why he don't call me by himself, huh? I don't know, but he is waiting for you so you can come, he said and cut the call. Jimin places his phone on the side, but thinks something. He again he again hold his phone and about to call Jay, but she see messages. Jimin, Jiminy, I want to meet you. Jimin, he messaged me. Maybe he said someone, huh? Like I don't know. Jay. He always try to make me or do something. He thinks Jimin, Granny, I am going outside to meet Jay. Old lady, don't do, son. What I said to Yoongi sir. Jimin, tell him the truth, Granny. Old lady, but Jimin come in the Jimin come in the cafe and he messaged Jay, where is he? No one is in the cafe. Even the owner also. Jimin, maybe the staff goes somewhere. He think and he start to wait. And he called Jay. Jay is not attending the call. And then a group of come there. Jimin see them, he take his steps back. Jimin, who are you? Man, that's not your, he said gently place. Then Jimin don't know what happened with him. His eyes is, man, huh? I really don't think it's that much easy. His best friend speaks too much, but he don't. Hmm. Yoongi, go home. He directly come in the living room. He just sit and the old lady come. She know Yoongi ask about Jimin and she don't know what she said. Tell him. Yoongi phone start ringing. He see the caller ID and attend the call. Yoongi, yeah, Jungkook said JK Hyung, someone say, Yoongi, are you kidding with me? JK, I am serious, Young. He said Jimin messaged him and said he want to meet him and go. He still don't come back and I see his phone is Yoongi. Oh my, who drew this? JK, I don't know, Young. Where is Jimin? Yoongi looked at her. Yoongi, where is Jimin? Old lady, someone called him and said his best friend want to meet him. And Chaser messaged him also. I said him, but he don't listen me. He go to meet him and still don't come back. Yoongi, the how can you let him go? He said what he said to Yoongi. Jungkook checked their phone is on. JK, no, Yoongi. I am sure Jimin phone is also not on. JK, how can we find them now, Hyung? Yoongi, come here, he said and cut the call. Yoongi, when I said in front of you, he don't go anywhere. Why don't you listen me, huh? Old lady. He don't listen me. He said he come before dinner. I don't know this happened. Yoongi respect her a lot, but in Jimin, he don't do any. He is walking in the room when Jungkook come. JK, what I do, Hyung? Yoongi, I don't know. Both are so and Yoongi phone start ringing. He attend the call. So you are missing out, huh? You know his best friend talk too much, but he don't. Yoongi Jack, them Jack. Oh, Min Yoongi, you don't. Min Yoongi, you don't. And I'm feeling sleepy, but still it's too much time on left. कल तक मैं अब तक फ्री हो गई थी वैसे. Do anything. You don't do anything till you is here. Yoongi, where are you? Tell me. Jack, I will not till I want, she said. And she cut the call. Yoongi, oh, his phone on the JK. Done. Ida. Yoongi, good. They both take their and call the old lady. Become worried as she said Jimin, but it's good. He's with him. Jimin opened his eyes and he heard some voices. You leave me, Jimin. See his best friend, of course. Who is them? From last 1 hour. They see him. Did Jimin? You open your eyes. You okay? Jimin nodded. Jimin, what is this, huh? Jay, he, my mobile and message you and same Joe with you. They us and now see her where we are. Jimin, now what we do, Jay? Jay, don't be. I know they do something, but I don't leave them. Jimin, stop them, Jay. Jay, you are feeling for them. Jimin, why would I, huh? I am just if they do something they know. They don't do anything because they them. Jimin, you learned so many things, huh? Jay, huh? Thank you, he said, and Jay smiled. Jimin see his best friend and son. Jimin, I am touched by sitting there. That's why I am clap on. That's why I am them, you also them. Jimin, no, you continue. Jay, you, Jimin, hey, listen. Jay, Jimin, you have your phone. Jay, no, I don't have. Jimin, I don't know where is my phone. They check our phone, and if I see a smile on my phone, I will them. Cookie gift me yesterday. He said with the pout. Jimin speaks something. The door open. Jack come. Both see him. Jack, you speak too much, Jan Taeyang. Che, thank you. Who you are? Now you also speak. JK, wow, confidence. Sorry, Jack. Wow, confidence level, huh? Jimin know something, he said, and Jack shocked. Jay, he's my best friend. Well, Jack, Yoongi, take my. I want to be the, but I can't because of him. And Jungkook spot him. Fully they come here, I them, and I become. Jay, I really want to clap on your, on your, hmm, on your. He said, sudden Jack become Jimin. What you think? This is that much easy? Jack, I know it's not, but it's not. Also, they but themselves when they see I on your Jimin, you don't us because you know the consequence. He said, and she become. Both best friends are so. Jay, why he didn't come? Jack go out from the room. Jimin, I am by sitting here. Jay, huh? Me too. Best friend, I am hungry also. Jimin, me too. You know, I am sleepy. Yoongi, here you both are on the edge of, and one is hungry and the other one is sleepy. They heard the voice and turned their heads. Jungkook hurriedly come and locked the door so no one come. Yoongi, you okay? Jimin nodded. How you come, huh, JK? You ask me this later. They their hands stay, huh? I will him by myself, JK. Yeah, so he. Yeah, so he. They you don't know. They you don't know. You don't know me. Yoongi. How can you both hurt that much, huh? Someone else call you and ask you your best friend want to meet you and you go. Jay and Jimin, I see the message also. Both speak together. JK, you both don't even try to call each other and ask a person inform you. Taeyang and Jimin, I thought he arranged the surprise. He said Yoongi, Jungkook both sign. Yoongi, now stay with us. Don't go anywhere. I'll stay. Okay, but I am hungry. JK, for now, stay silent and do as we said. He said, and both make up out. They see my hand. JK, Taeyang. Jay and Jimin both start laughing. Yoongi and Jungkook sigh to see them. Someone start to knock on the door. They place their hands on the Jay and Jimin stand on the side. Jimin, if they also on you, then we don't. JK, wow, Jimin, I know you both will be okay, he said Jan. And Yoongi looked at Jungkook and sighed. The door, Tae and Jimin both closed their eyes and they heard the. They both shocked and opened the eyes and see the arm. Yoongi, you both don't move from here till we come back. And here, take this. He said and gave the JK, if someone come without thinking twice, Jimin, what? But how can I? JK, just press the. He said, and they both go. He said, and they both go. Jay and Jimin both are feeling now. They are just when Yoongi and Jungkook is with them. They can and many more. Of course, they that Jack also, but not that much easily. Time skip. There is no voice. They heard. They leave us and go. It's not Jimin. It's not possible. He said, and they heard. This was the last. They can hear someone's footsteps, voice, and Jimin places, and the person come. Hmm. And the person come, he don't see and press the, and then his eyes widen from his hand and he see Yoongi. Thank God Yoongi see and he take the side pass from his hand. It's just a small JK. Wow. I said you don't see. I said you don't confess, but I don't said you do this. He said and start laughing. Jimin, Yoongi, are you okay? He went to him and said, coming from it, Yoongi, I am okay, Jimin. I'm sorry. He said and he started. Yoongi, hey, don't. It's okay. It's just a small mistake. It's okay. It's Jungkook. He gave you. JK, huh? You stay silent. Yoongi, hey Jimin, I am okay. Jimin, your hand. JK, wait, let me check. He says, JK, his is let's go home and call the. He said, and they all go. Jimin is so it's maybe. Uh, how can he do this? He do this. He was on that time. She's saying him he's okay. He's fine, but she can imagine. Hmm. They take him. They take him home already present here. JK, you can go out from the room. From the room. He said and Jimin is saying Yoongi. Jay hold his hand and take him out. Yeah, that's enough for you, Yoongi. Check the and do the. After some time, he go. JK, you okay? Yoongi, yeah, I am okay. JK is literally himself for what? 24. For what he did. Yoongi, it's okay for me if he take my. He said, Jan, Jungkook smiled and then take him. Taehyung, you okay? Yoongi, yeah, I am okay, brother. Don't try. He said and smiled. Jae, thank God, Jungkook. Let's go home, Hyung. Call Jimin. He is not listening me. Yoongi sighed and he smiled. He nodded and they both go. Old lady come. Old lady, sir, you want something? Yoongi, no, I don't want anything. I take rest. You go and hmm, what you hmm, is fixed on the door. He is waiting for Jimin. After some time, Jimin come. Yoongi see him and smile lightly. Jimin looking down, he can imagine his face. Yoongi hold his hand and Jimin sit in front of him. Yoongi look at me. His voice is extreme level soft. Jimin look up. Yoongi see his cheeks, his nose and his pouch. Yoongi go at his cuteness him place his head on his. Jimin starts moving. Jimin, I'm sorry. I don't know how it's happened. I was on that time. and Jungkook told me press the whoever come. Yoongi, so why are you? It's Jungkook, not your Yoongi. You okay? Jimin, Jimin, it's you. Yoongi, yes, your is me. Don't he said. Then Jimin look up. He wipes and Yoongi, see what you did. Um, um, okay, again, so lay like this for now. And but she's with yourself. Jimin, I become so Yoongi, no one you. You have to promise me, Jiminy, wherever you go. You ask me, you go with me. Jimin nodded and he looking down. Yoongi, come here, he said, and Jimin left. He placed his head. Yoongi, sleep now. I am here. Jimin, you're Yoongi, it's not. You sleep, he said, and on his forehead. Jimin is so, of course, now he don't again in his life. He slowly closed his eyes and fell in sleep. Jimin, Yoongi see him. Yoongi, we go so from each other, Yoongi, from each other, Jiminy. It was mine, but now I don't do that again, he said, and he also fell in sleep. Both sleep in each other after a long time. Next day, a great day once again come. Yoongi opened his eyes. He see Jimin is sleeping, while him making a cute pouch. His sleep, but his sleep hmm, is not long. He opened his eyes because of the sun rays. Jimin sit on the bed and he start to rub his eyes. He see him. Jimin, you okay? Yoongi nodded. Jimin, you fresh up. I said, Granny, she make breakfast for you, he said, and he ran out from the room. Yoongi go for fresh up, he do, but he check and now try to. Jimin come in the room. He see him. Jimin won't help. He asked and Yoongi turn. Yoongi, it's okay, I do. He said, but Jimin, come he in. Now closing. Uh, Jimin turn. He said, and Yoongi sit on the couch. Jimin sit beside him. Jimin, how you eat on your shoulder, he said, and he started. Yoongi can feel. He sees old Jimin, who care for him, and ready to give his for him. He is thinking this. He is thinking this. Okay, so the text is finished. Hmm. And Jimin, Yoongi, don't you eat? Jimin, I will later. He done with the breakfast and then give him the. Jimin, you take rest now. He about to go. Yoongi hold his hand. Jimin turn. Yoongi, where are you going? Jimin, I am going for fresh up. Yoongi, oh, okay. He leave his hand and Jimin go. Hmm. Yoongi come in the living room, and Jimin is talking with maids. He stands on the door and see him. He fold his hand. Jimin is that much busy. He don't know Yoongi is here. He suddenly turn and he see him. Yoongi see the mansion and he smile. Maids here see him smiling after a long time. They go. Yoongi still on his place. Jimin, you are here. You have to take rest. Yoongi, I feel in the room. Jimin, but you have to take rest. Yoongi, I am fine. It's just a small for me, nothing else, he said, and Jimin went to him. He, Jimin the slave, and he see the Jimin, you need to, Yoongi, I no need to do anything. Jimin, no, you have to. You sit here, I come in a minute, he said, and she about to go. Yoongi hold his hand. His big eyes. Yoongi, why? You always from me, huh? Jimin, huh? Me? No. Yoongi, it's true. He said, Jan, still from me. He said, and Jimin understand what he want to said. He didn't look up. Jimin, let me go, Yoongi. Yoongi, if I don't, Jimin, please. He show him his big innocent eyes. Hmm. Jimin come on the other side of the mansion. He always liked this place. Jimin, the place is still same. Yoongi, yes, yeah, as someone this place so much. He said, and Jimin shocked. Jimin, why you are not going in the room? Yoongi, Yoongi, because I am fine. Jimin, oh, okay, then go office. If you are fine, don't come here, he said, and start to see the flowers. Yoongi, well, I would to stay here. Jimin, okay, stay here. I am going then. Yoongi to move, he said, and Jimin stopped on his place. He come and stands in front of him and fold his hand. Yoongi, huh? You try to. Jimin, it was a Yoongi, but if something he speak and Jimin placed his hand. Jimin, if you really want to set this, then you can go. You can go, Yoongi. Moreover, it's just a his hands from. And okay, so as usual, now I don't do the voiceover on this text. Okay, so but I do last two lines. Yoongi Jimin. Jimin look up and see him. Jimin, thank you, he said, and Yoongi see him. Yoongi, Jimin, this is not, he said, and Jimin chuckled. He run from there. Yoongi, I will take her. You have to give me 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So whenever the 5 left, this 3 and this 2. Okay, I am waiting for the 5 left. Now 3. Okay, so I'm waiting for the 3 left. So the next text is going to start. Yeah. This is the third last scene. Yeah, I am right. This is the third last scene. So the next text is going to start. The next text is answer Min Jimin. Min Jimin sounds good. He think and he also go inside the house. This is Jimin's favorite place. Yoongi always take care of the thing which is related to him, and Jimin is saying no. And Jimin is saying no. So, no, this is the third last scene. That was not, but. My pillow is not setting the way I want. Here, 1 minute. Okay, this is also okay. Time passed like this or late. A lot of time passed. Jimin and Yoongi both are fine now. And also they again third last scene, okay? They again. But of course it's not that much easy for Yoongi. Now also he go office and he is late today. Jimin see Granny, he didn't come. And then he said I'll wait on him and many more. She smiled to see him and then Yoongi come. He sit on the couch. खत्म हो गया. Jimin see him and give him the glass of water. Jimin, Yoongi, you okay? Yoongi nodded and she go in his room. Old lady, I think he is not. Jimin, huh? I see him. He become and she go behind him. Granny, see, 5 minutes ago. Second last scene. Means कि 10 मिनट है. Come in. Jimin come in the room. Jimin come in the room. He see Yoongi sit on the couch. He is not looking. He go and sit beside him. Jimin, Yoongi, you really okay, Yoongi? The deal, Jimin. Jimin, so what? It's okay, huh? It's okay, huh? Yoongi still Jimin. Jimin, listen, Yoongi, it's okay, huh? Why you are taking so much? Oh, why you are taking so much? Go and fresh up. You will feel okay. Yoongi nodded and she go. Jimin sighed. He know how much Yoongi is about his business, as he do as much to make all this in his life. Time skip. Yoongi fresh up. He sit on the bed and doing something on his laptop. Jimin sit in front of him. Jimin, don't you do the dinner? Yoongi sign as no. Yoongi, no, I don't you do the dinner. Yeah. Jimin, Yoongi nodded and Jimin smiled and he started to watch the movie. Of course, Yoongi remembered the all day. They are watching the movie and he closed his eyes. Jimin, no, he's sleeping. Jimin, good night. Yoongi. Jimin, good night, Yoongi. How you know I am sleepy? Jimin chuckled lightly. Jimin, I know when you are sleepy and when you are not. Yoongi, thank you so much for being with me. Jimin thanks me later for now sleep. He said then Yoongi. He closed his eyes and he fell in sleep. Jimin also slept. Next day, Yoongi wake up fresh. पता लग गया. Jimin, now, now, how are you feeling? Yoongi, I'm okay. Jimin, you left the, you left, no, guy, you left the movie. You left the movie. Yoongi, Jimin, now we watch. Yoongi, now we watch a new movie. Jimin, no, for our life we watched it. Yoongi, oh, पिछले 4 साल तो ही देखन दे. And then our and Jimin, well, it's making a, he said and stand up. Yoongi, where are you going? Jimin, for bringing breakfast for Jimin. Yoongi, see, come here, sit. He said, and Jimin sit beside him. Yoongi, said. Yoongi, we watched this movie for our life, right? Jimin, yeah. Yoongi, and you want also watch so they remember us. Jimin, Yoongi, if you from me how in this version, he said, and Jimin heard, she shocked and then smiled. Jimin, it's okay, we have so much time. Yoongi, but I don't want. too long, he said, and Jimin shocked to see him. Mr. Min, Yoongi, don't you have to go office? Yoongi, well, if you said then I don't, he said. Jimin looking down. Text अपना short हो गया. यार नहीं है कि वही समय करना लगी. अच्छे बच्चे अच्छे बच्चे. हाँ. Down, and then the door knocked. Yoongi and Jimin opened the door. Oh, lady, sir, Jungkook is calling you. He said, you are not attending the call. Yoongi, give me. She gave the phone and she go. Yoongi, you want to be or not? He said, and Jimin shocked. Jimin, Yoongi, the cushion on him and go. Yoongi, oh, you continue. Yoongi, he goes, tell me. JK, everything is okay, bro. You are. Yoongi, yeah, I sleep last night. JK, you have. Yoongi, you just wait and watch. He said, and both chuckle. JK, it's enough now. Come, office. They are ready to do deal with us. Yoongi, now what happened with them? JK, I don't know. Come, he said, and cut the call. He becomes so happy. He fresh up. Jimin come in the room. He see Yoongi is so happy. Jimin, you are going somewhere. Yoongi see him. Jimin smiled to see him. Jimin smiled to see him. तो वीडियो नीचे लिखनी. हम्म. हम्म. Okay. You are my. He said, and she back. Jimin, what happened? Yoongi, they are ready to do deal with us. Jimin, really? Congratulations. Yoongi, it's all because of you. Jimin, this is your Yoongi sign us. No, Yoongi, no. This is your trust on me, he said, and John is for Yoongi. Jimin, can I ask you something? Give me. Jimin, what? I want you always stay with me. Can you give me? He said, and Jimin see him. He is so happy today. He is waiting for this day, and Yoongi asked him, as the still inside him, Yoongi. He nodded. Jimin, I would to be Min Jimin. He said, and Yoongi chuckled. I will not waste time. Not take care. He said, and he go office. And he go office. मेरा favorite scene पूरी office. Okay. Two pictures are left. It's 44. Brief 45 minutes almost. Sat and Jimin nodded. He go and sit on the bed, and he's so happy. He smiled. Only he know how much he is happy today. He go out from the room to tell Granny as he share with her, and she always tell her right things. Last scene आ गया. So last scene and the third last text. Finally the day come. Just some days pass. Yoongi and Jimin said yes, and within 1 week he arranged everything, as he don't want more time. It's already 3 years there, and now it's good they get. Yoongi stands on the stage. He do the no one see like this ever, and they never see also. And Yoongi stands there waiting for Jimin. Yoongi, why he is taking so much time? JK, you have to wait now, Yoongi. Make your habit. Yoongi, I am also thinking the same. JK feeling, Yoongi, why would I, huh? I am so happy. JK so smile, huh? Yoongi, the smile is only for Jimin. JK forced this face. He said and chuckled. Yoongi chuckled to see him, and then the door opened. Yoongi see Jimin enter in the. He freeze on his spot to see him. He is looking extreme level beautiful. Hmm. Yeah. Is second last नहीं यार third last text is it Jiki Hyung, he is literally your personality. Yoongi, who cares? He said while looking at Jimin. Jungkook smiled. Jimin looked up. He see Yoongi. Jimin stop looking at me. Yoongi, who said you look that much? I'm so happy. Jimin smiled to see him. Third last text. Jimin smiled to see him on his both hands. Both stand in front of each other. Park Jimin, did you accept Min Yoongi? Jimin, I do. Min Yoongi, did you accept Park Jimin? I do. You both may. I announced you as. He said to Yoongi honest. Everyone clapping. They all are shocked to see their boss like this as it's really Yoongi, thank you so much with all my so finally hmm three pictures are left. So I know how much pictures are left as I am doing the voiceover. So this is the third last text and the last scene. Finally. Hmm. Okay, so you are perfect. Said he said, and Yoongi back. Only they know how much they are happy. Second last text. Hey, the on the right place is such, and they all chuckle. Jimin make a pouch and he meet with him. JK, so finally you both also, huh? Now I become soon. Yoongi, you will, he said, and Jimin. JK, well, after some, you surely become, he said. And Jimin confused Jimin like he said and rolled his eyes, but then he realized what exactly he said. Jimin, what? Jay nodded. Jimin, how? JK, what? Jimin, how much I am happy. I don't know how I tell you. He said, and Jimin, you don't tell me. I was, he said, and Jimin rolled his eyes. I am so happy for you. Yoongi, congratulations, brother. JK, thanks, Yoongi. They all are so happy. So today, finally, a happy family. They are not friends, they are family. The last text. Yoongi Jimin. Jimin, thank you. He said, Jin Yoongi, see him with done face.